Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm very happy to be here with you today. Do you get the sound coming? Can you hear a signal coming from us? Can you hear Pixidis, Cindy, Fernando? Yes? Yes, thank you so much and good morning. Hello, hello. Happy holiday for everyone. Very happy to be here with you today. And if you wish, you can open your microphone or unmute yourselves and you can speak. Yes. I hope you had a great weekend and you're still having very good times and a very good holiday. Today I would like to open with Bereshit or with the birth. Yes? Before there is a birth or before there is an appearance, we cannot speak yet, yes, about space and time or of the notion of the world. Do we understand this sentence? Before there is a birth, before there is appearance, we cannot speak about the world. Do we understand this sentence? Good. Good. So when there's a birth, let's say there is a birth of a child, we speak about the appearance of the world. Give us an example. A person is staying in his office, working for a while. Then he goes out from his office to buy some coffee. Let's say he leaves the building. The moment he leaves his office and go out, maybe to another room and then to the elevator, the moment he leaves his office, he is exposed to another perception, to another room, to another concept. Before he went to this coffee break, he was in his office. So what occupied him in the office was existing for him. Once he leaves the office, he suddenly notices that he is in another room, in a way, in another universe. Do we understand that entering a room is like entering a universe? Do we understand that? Yes. Very good, very good. And here comes again the speech of Eve. Once there's entrance to the world, comes a claim. Yes. Yes, of course. Leida is birth. Leida, lay in this way, Leida. Yes, like this. Birth. You're most welcome. You're most welcome. So let's go back to this man in the office. He sits in the office. He's occupied with what he does. Maybe he's programming something or writing a contract or something. He stand up from the chair, goes to a hall, and suddenly he is in this hall. And suddenly this universe, which is composed of all the components in this hall, are being exposed to him. He is, in a way, by being in this hall, this is a new universe for him. As long as he is not in the room, this hall does not exist for him. Like we say, a song, yes, which is not being sang, is not existing. Do we understand that? Good, good. Now, when there's a birth, we could speak about the appearance of a child like when we speak about a candle. There is the body of a candle, which is made out of wax. In Hebrew, sha'ava. In English, we say wax, yes? So, sha'ava. Sha'ava. This is the body of a candle. Yes, here. If we notice, the body of the candle, which is made out of wax, in Hebrew, sha'ava, holds the letters of the Hebrew word for hour. Sha'a. Sha'a is hour. Plus the vav, which is the body, which is being born. So we have the vav, yes, from the tetragrammaton, or tiferet. Plus we have the hour, sha'a, hour, this is the hey. This is the last hey. Because when we rearrange the letters of the word sha'a, hour is aseh, to do. The doing is happening in the realm of time or in the realm of hour. Doing. Do we understand this example that Luria brings about the candle? Yes? Do we understand the example of the candle? Yes, yes. Now, this is the body of the candle is wax or sha'ava, yes, sha'a, the hour, yes, and the vav of tiferet, and there's also the wick, ptil, wick, the thread, yes, which is in, I'm not sure that I wrote it right. I will, one second, I would like to write it. How do we spell wick? W C, one second. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yes, this. Yes. And there's a wick, the thread. And above the wick, there's the flame. So the flame, the light, is the soul. But the soul, to our eyes, is not seen. We can see the flame of a candle when the candle is burning. But we cannot see the flame of the soul. It is unseen to us. What we can see is the body of a person. Yes? And what moves the body in a way is the wick, ptil. This is what we can see, but we cannot see the burn of the soul. Do we understand this example from Luria? Good. Good. We see, let's say, we look at the street, we see people are walking. So we see that they are walking in different ways or they are dressing different clothes, but we don't see what makes them walk. What makes them walk or drink or write or what animates us is the soul. And the soul is undivided. What makes a person walks or write is also what makes the tree grows. There is no separation. Yes, yes, yes. So, what animates us is the soul, all of us. It is invisible. We can see, in a way, reflections of movement. We can see actions that are coming from certain people. We see walking, we see sitting, yes, talking, typing, cleaning, running, and so, wearing glasses, but we don't see the source that animates those movements. In all of us, it is unseen. Questions so far? What is the Hebrew word for flame? Lehava. Very good. Lehava. Lehava. Leha. Lehava. Yes, it holds the letters of Abel. Yes? 3 letters of Lehava are the letters of Hevel. This is Hevel. This is Abel plus another He. This is a flame. Abel. Sorry, it's plus V. It came in English. This is again Abel, Hevel. Abel. Plus, let's make sure this is He. Yes. This is Lehava. Lahav, when the Bible speaks about the sword that guards the Garden of Eden, Lahav, the flame of the sword, this is Lahat HaCherev HaMitapechet. Yes, this flame. Welcome. Questions? In a way, the discussion between Cain and Abel before Cain killed Abel. Yes. Yes, this is what I was about to write. Yes. Cain represents the body, and Abel is the soul. And this is the meaning when Cain assassinates Abel. He says there is no soul. There is no soul. Yes? This is me in my body here. Yes, and there is no soul. In the book of Jasher, there's a conversation, a dialogue between them before Cain kills Abel. Abel says, there is a soul, there is consciousness, And he says, there isn't. He says, inside of yourself that there is. Yes, so if you have an access to the book of Jasher, it's a beautiful dialogue there. Because what is the claim of people who are saying that there isn't any soul? You cannot. It's not to be touched. It's not to be felt. It's not to be seen. It's not to be heard. The senses are not in a way have access. So if the senses which are manifested do not have access to the soul, it means the soul does not exist. And this is the claim of the body. Yes, we become wanderer like Cain with no connection to our soul. Yes. This is what happens to humanity, to all of us, when there is no sense that there is a connection to the soul, to something higher. So there's unrest all the time, moving, trying this, trying that. Yes, this unrest, and there's no peace. Yes, and there's a lot of suffering from lack of peace, because the body always says there is, there is, there is, there is. And the body, or even better, not just the body, hands and feet, but the body in the head is the brain. The brain is always like shooting at us, but there is there, and there is, if you'll get the next thing, so you'll be happy and you shall be content and in peace. And then the brain offers like ideas or hooks. Yes, like when we are going to fish fishes, there's like all kinds of worms there to offer them that the fish will come, and the brain is always sending those signals to us, and we are going for that. And there's no peace, because peace sits on emptiness, like the Shabbat. Yes, it's just a resting day. So peace sits on emptiness. But Cain, or the notion of Cain, or the notion of having or not having, it is built of having things or buying them. And peace, in a way, is an absence of having anything. Do we understand that? What is the meaning of inner peace? Good. Therefore, the speech, yes, in Genesis is Navanad, you shall be fugitive and vagabond, because of the embedded code in Cain is to have all the time, to own. Yes? So he's always about the next thing to build, to have, and so he doesn't have the sense of absence, but the sense of having. Like Eve says, Kaniti, I have it. Yes? I'm owning it, I have it. And owning something or having something does not give us a sense of peace. Not at all. Because what is the logic of having something? In buying something or having something, we have two. There's the owner, yes, and what he has. And there's two. So, again, duality and struggle. There is, for have, yesh. Yesh, it's not a verb like in English, it's not a verb, but the notion is yesh, yesh, yesh. And this is the claim of Eve, Kaniti ish. Yes, I have a man in my hand. Yesh, yesh is have. Let's say in English we say I have an apple. In Hebrew, yesh li tapuach. Yesh li tapuach. And the claim of Eve was Kaniti ish. I bought the having. It's not just that I have a man or I bought a man from God. Yes, ish is yesh plus aleph in the beginning, ish. It's also the word ish with aleph contains the word esh, fire. So she claimed that she holds the divine soul in her hand. So if we claim that we have something, it means there are two. Yes? If a person, he or she, has an apple, there's a she and there's the apple. There are two. There is no absence here. So therefore, there is no peace. Peace sits on absence. Do we understand that? Yes. Questions? Just an example. The minister of, how shall I say this, in ancient Greece, yes, there was a minister of army. And now we say in English, minister of defense, yes. But in ancient Greece, there was like a minister of army. The term for minister of army was polemachos. Polemachos, polemic. We speak in English about polemic like discussion, or even when people are disagreeing with each other. So what is the meaning of the minister of army in old ancient Greece? Is the one that by speaking creates aggravation that will bring a war. We say when a person argues a lot, have you heard the word before? Polemic. Have you heard the term in English? When a person argues a lot and doesn't have peace. Polemic. I'll bring it. I'll bring it 1 second. One second. I'll bring the polemic definition of Merriam-Webster dictionary. Here is it. This is it. Can you read it? Yes. It's the first time that you hear about the term polemic? Okay. So the minister, the army minister, or in our times we say minister of defense, polemarchos. Polemarchos is the one who is in charge of creating those aggravations because how people arrive to a situation of war, we can ask. We can see sometimes in the movie, like the street gangs, they're starting, aggravating each other by words. And then they pull whatever they have, knife or something, and then there's a fight. But it starts with a speech, like it happened in a way in the story of Cain and Abel. The Bible says, Vayehi beyotam basadeh, and it was when they were in the field, and suddenly something is lacking. We don't know what happened, and suddenly the Bible says, Vayakam Cain, and Cain is standing up, yes? Because standing up is not just Vayakam, it's just for revenge. It's the same verb. To stand up and to revenge is the same almost word. suddenly Cain stands and does what he does. But the Bible does not tell us what happens or what was the cause for Cain, yes, to kill Abel. Only the Midrashim are telling us what was between them. But before there is, let's say, an attack or assassination, there's something is happening. There's a spark of something is happening. Another example from the Bible, when Abraham sits in the land of the Philistines, yes, there is Avimelech. This is the king of the Philistines, Avimelech. And he has a minister, an army minister, Sar Tzava. His army minister is Sar Tzava, army minister. That his name in Hebrew is Pikol. Pikol, the mouth of everything, meaning the minister of army or the army minister is called Pikol, the mouth of everything, because he will aggravate and lure. What is his function? He has to, in a way, to lead people to a war. Have you had service in the army? Did you serve in the army? Did it happen to you? Or maybe you have seen movies about the army? How the commander, yes, is always pushing his soldiers. Always he pushes them down to aggravate them, to take this animal power part of them into action. Okay, only the movies. But you have seen that, yes? You have seen that. This is not just in the movies, yes? This is not just in the movie. This is, if we want to crystallize, yes, well, this is what he does. Yes, he has to lead them to a war. Yes. To aggravate them. And this brings me to another question that was this Shabbat about, I think Abigail asked about mitzvot, or there was a question about mitzvot. And the word, because it reminded me a topic of which I want to speak in Shabbat. What is the meaning of mitzvah? This is not just a good deed. It comes from tzevet. Tzevet is a team. A team. So what is the meaning of mitzvah? It teams people together. It binds people together. Let's say, good morning, Luke. Let's say, just an example from life. Yes, from life. Once we used to, before the corona, we traveled to Austria, and the team in the airplane, before there is a landing, before the airplane lands, there was like a speech in the airplane in Hebrew. Tzevet is team. Tzevet miglashot, meaning team, tzevet, miglashot, the team in the airplane had to prepare to open the door and to put the stairs. So there was a call for the team, tzevet is team. Miglashot, what to do, what you are in a way team for, to open those stairs. Just to give us example, tzevet is team, and what is the meaning of mitzvot, so to speak, is to team people together, to put people together. Yes, together, people together. By the fact, because there was a question at Saturday, there are so many mitzvot. How is it impossible to, how can it be? Yes? So we were saying that the fact that, let's say, a person is being born as a baby, the fact that there is appearance, a birth, it means this baby is already teamed. Meaning he is already, the fact that there is appearance of a birth, it means the baby is part of a team, because the sages are counting. We have 248 organs plus 365 tendons, and then we have 613, which is the number of mitzvot. So each birth or appearance, yes, of a baby, it means this baby already has a destination. He's already teamed. Yes? Would you explain mitzvot or mitzvah? Is it water? Mitzvah is, yes, the word mitzvah in a way has two meanings, but they are one. Is to command, but also to command people to do something together or to be together. Yes, mitzvah from tzav. Tzav is an order or command. Just together, to bind people together. This is the meaning of mitzvot, to bind, to bundle. Oh, yes, I understood. Is to bind people together. This is the meaning of mitzvot. This is it. Yes? This is the only thing. And once there is appearance, yes, of a birth, of a baby, he is already teamed, because our body, as the sages are counting, is, is a basket of mitzvot, is a basket of gathering, yes, and just moving in time. Questions? There is a hall in Tel Aviv, a little hall, meaning people play music there. Let's say 200 seats or 300 seats. It's not good. It's not a giant, let's say, it's stadion like they have in footballs or so. 200, 300 seats in Tel Aviv. And the name of this music hall called Tzavta. This is an Aramaic word for together or for team, Tzavta. And this hall in Tel Aviv hosts a very intimate concerts. Why? Because it holds 200 to 300 seats, meaning not in thousands and so on, like football fields or so. Tzavta from Tzevet. Tzevet is team. Tzevet is a team. Yes. And Tzavta in Aramaic means together. Together. This is it. Together. So in a way, we could look how sometimes in the army, the commander is not just giving commands, but in a way the commander teams people together, put them together. Once, when people could have, let's say, a concert in this hall called Tzavta in Tel Aviv together, when people could appear there with a guitar or appear for one evening, it was really considered to be success because not everyone could play music in Tzavta. It considered to be a very, very unique, yeah, to have a concert in Tzavta. Now it's a bit different because whenever there's a musical event here in Israel and it's big, they go to the amphitheater. There's like huge, or they go to football fields when they can really store many, many thousands of people, and also the musical event is being broadcast through screens. It's completely different, yes? But once it used to be like this. There's like pictures. If you want, I can share later. Yes, yes, very good, Cindy, very good. Football also, yes, yes. People who are football fans, yes. Yes, they also they attack each other. The fans, they attack each other in every football. Yes, they find a way to attack the other team or the other fans. Yes, and music unites. Yes, that's correct. Yes, that's correct. And you're saying something very right because music goes through the ears, the audio. Yes, the audio, the hearing sense through the ear. And football is being judged according to what people see in the field. There are two teams and so, yes. The only thing that goes against gravity is hearing. Questions so far? Yes, this is the only thing that goes again. There is no other thing. There isn't. This is why also in the case of deep ignorance, we don't find listening. What in a way characterizes ignorance is the inability to listen. Yes? The inability or incapability of listening. This is what marks ignorance. Because when there's hearing happening, has to be a space. If there isn't any space inside of oneself, it is impossible to listen or to hear. And in a way, hearing sits on the same root of peace, which is in a way emptiness. People who are just seeing, they will have unrest. Yes? and they are being driven by gravity. And those who are, let's say, are incapable of listening, first of all, they have space to listen, and they will also have peace, because listening already testifies on the notion of peace. Because if there's no space, there's no peace, and here all of this are coming together. May I have the Hebrew word for empty? Empty, ayin, nothing. Yes, this is ayin, is like nothing, or infinite, because ayin is the beginning of infinity, Ein Sof. Ein Sof. Infinity. This is why also the human ear, yes, not just the human, but also others, the shape of the ear, yes, is like, how do you say, the Fibonacci, it is like a spiral, like infinite. Yes? This is it. The sense of hearing goes inside. The sense of seeing go outside. Yes, to the duality. Therefore, there is no peace in there. Only when there's emptiness, like new life can come, or new communication can come. It's like an empty seat. Yes, if there's an empty seat, let's say in the bus or somewhere, someone can come and sit because it's empty. There's a space. But if the seat is taken, or in this case our mind or our eyes are occupied with something, there is no space. So nothing new or fresh can come. Because the seat or the space is taken. Another word that Cindy is asking, the Hebrew word for ear. Ear is ozen. Ozen. And the word ozen testifies on balance. Yes, balance. Ozen meuzan. Yes, meuzan is balance. The sense of balance is in the ear. The relation to the infinite is being made by the hearing, meaning by the sense of hearing or listening. The relation to the infinite is happening through the hearing or to the listening. There isn't in a way any other relation, only by hearing. There is no access to the infinite unless it is hearing. All the rest of the senses is just walls, yes, between us and the infinite, the touching, yes, the seeing. People who are having, let's say, hard mental diseases, they are incapable of hearing. Yes. Yes, Cindy. This reminds me of our talk on Thursday about the flood. A flood washes away, removes what is. Yes, yes. So, what did we mention today? That emptiness is a source of peace, and emptiness enables listening, and listening is the only thing that in a way elevates us, yes, against gravity, because gravity is a law, physics, yes. Yes, Fernando. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And the eyes, by the way, in Hebrew, eye is ein with the letter ein. This is the eyes will always give a sense of having. This is ein with the letter ein. But the nothing, the hearing, the ear will give a sense of peace. Yes? The eyes will always give a sense of dominion, of duality, of struggle. The eyes. This is what they do. This is what they do. There is a saying in English, what you see is what you get. This is in a way like kind speech. Like there's nothing beyond what we see. But the nothing will give us peace. The nothing will enable our listening and the communication too. We could feel the infinite in nothing, in silence. Yes? There isn't any struggle in silence in a way. But in our times, people are afraid from silence. Yes, yes, the man in the ear. Yes, there is a man in the ear. Yes, it's like a fetus when we are hearing. Yes, when we are hearing, we are becoming fetuses, meaning we are concising all our existence. Yes, into we are in a way wombing again ourselves. We're not in a way being born yet. It is. I don't know if I managed to create this notion of being a fetus, but when we are listening, we are in a way returning to the womb because we are becoming fetuses. Is this example is understood? When we are listening, we are becoming fetuses. Yes? It's a very strong image, but this is true. The one who listens is, in a way, has an infinite life as a fetus. He's not yet being born. Yes, it is very important to guard what we hear. Yes, yes. So just keep it in mind, and thank you for this comment about the man in the ear, that whenever we are listening, we are in a way becoming those fetuses that aren't yet having body, which is appearing in space and time, and this is when in a way enables us infinite life. Yes, yes, Cindy, I clicked on the. I hope that you can unmute yourself. Hello, can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Very happy to hear your voice. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Eddie, and hello, everyone. I wanted to tell y'all about something that I was journaling about yesterday, and hi, Luke, and it's in the word alone, so I will type it,
Mm-hmm.
and shalom, and so sort of learning from you, Eddie, I set the A aside. I kind of pretended that it was the Aleph, the source. So the A is always with us. But then I had the letters lone left. And I then was thinking about it's difficult to be alone, but it's where we hear and where we can listen. And then also, I changed the letters of lone around and they became Noel, which is what we sing about in birth, like the birth of Yeshua or Jesus,
Mm-hmm.
and how in this being alone or the quiet is the listening and is the Noel. It's where birth can happen. Hope that makes sense.
Yes, 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 yes. It is interesting because the word alone, without the e, just alone is the Hebrew name for the oak tree. Alone, alone is the oak tree. Yes, and in the oak of Mamre, they promised Abraham that there will be a birth coming. Yes, so it was in this alone, yes, or in this alone, or in the oak, yes, in the oak of Mamre, they promised a new birth. Like you arrived it by yourself. You see? I'm very happy to hear your voice. Very happy. I think that all of us are very happy to hear your voice, Cindy. No, it's okay. I understand that it's the first time that, but please feel free to always share with us what you wish. One of my favorite songs. Yes, yes, you are most welcome to be creative. It's beautiful and it's unlimited. Yes, yes. It is interesting because people think when there are no bodies around them, it's good what you said, Abigail. Very good, very good, very good. But everyone with what he or she and he feels, yes, yes. I'm very good that we have met here, yes, in a very, I don't know, it's more than happy to hear your voices here. And I would like to wish each and every one of you a very happy holiday, beautiful season, and we could meet here next Thursday. Or if we have a new stream, we shall share it before. So thank you for participating in this beautiful session. And Shavua Tov, beautiful life.